Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So, a lot of you been asking me about Gran Turismo Sport and what do I think about this new rain weather effect? How do I feel about it? Is it good? Is it bad? How does it feel when you're driving it? I have to say that I've been always more of a Gran Turismo fan than I am Forza fan. The main reason I say that is because to me, the controls on Gran Turismo always felt more accurate. And that's just my opinion, but to me personally, they always felt more accurate than what you would normally see on, let's say, Forza. Forza feels slightly arcadish. Not totally arcadish, but slightly arcadish. Gran Turismo to me feels more realistic. The way you turn the wheel, the way you operate the vehicle, it just feels more realistic. Now, let's talk about Gran Turismo in general. And why is it that after, couple of years now, that we finally see dynamic weather on the Red Bull Ring track? Why is it that it's only now available? Why wasn't it available before? I personally think there's two things going on. I think that Polyphony Digital is probably working on Gran Turismo 7 for PlayStation 5, and I think their team is more dedicated toward that game. Gran Turismo Sport, it's like a prologue. It's like something that they needed to include with PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro. But I think their major installment will be Gran Turismo 7. That's in most likely case scenario will be included. I don't think it will be included with launch. Don't expect the game to be included on the launch day. I think we'll probably see Gran Turismo 7 2021, like October 2021 or something like that. That's what I'm guessing. Again, I could be wrong on all of these. These are just the rumors that I have heard. Okay, but look, I'm still impressed with PlayStation 4 Pro. What PlayStation 4 Pro is able to do in terms of its graphics, the kind of graphics they were able to squeeze out of this system is truly remarkable. When you look at, for example, God of War, when you look at Spider-Man, when you look at all these other games that came out, it's truly remarkable what PlayStation 4 Pro was able to achieve. So I can't even wait to see what they're gonna do with PlayStation 5. I'm really confident that if one console, and this is my honest opinion, if one console is going to bring us that photorealism, I honestly believe it's going to come from Sony, it's going to come from PlayStation 5. I'm not saying that the Microsoft won't do it either. I'm sure they're going to do that with Halo Infinite and Flight Simulator 2020. I think Flight Simulator 2020 and Halo Infinite, especially Flight Simulator 2020, it truly is going to show us the photorealism that we all been yearning for. But I still believe that Sony, with their juggernaut, studios that they have with Spider-Man 2, The Last of Us, God of War 2, all these games are going to be coming out. I firmly believe that we're going to see that mainly come from Sony. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Okay, but that's just how I see it. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. This doesn't mean you guys have to agree with my opinion, but it's just the way I feel about it. So what else can I say about the Gran Turismo Sport? This is being played on my QLED. QLED is fine. Look, QLED, it's fine for playing video games, but you have to remember, if you are comparing QLED to OLED, it's kind of like pointless because they're two different technologies. I think micro LEDs should be compared to the OLED. I think that's where the true comparison will come. If you're strictly comparing LCD to an organic light emitting emissive technology, then it's just not the same. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't, buy QLED. Of course, you should buy a QLED if that's what you want, But you gotta remember, as I said previously, and I know I said this like millions of times, guys, you have to understand the difference between these technologies, okay? No one is saying that the QLED, it's a bad TV, and you're never gonna hear me say that, oh, QLED, it's a garbage TV, don't buy it. I will never say that, because it's not garbage TV. But I think you're doing a disservice to yourself if you are thinking that somehow if I buy this newest QLED that I'll be able to beat the OLED in terms of picture quality. If you're thinking like that, then you're not doing yourself a favor by doing that, because just technically just not possible. All right, and that's just the way it is. So look, I like that they're upgrading all these extra features, adding new cars, new tracks. That's cool to see that they're updating Gran Turismo Sport, but I feel that they are more focused on Gran Turismo 7. I think honestly, Polyphony Digital, it's mainly focused on Gran Turismo 7 in my opinion, and I think that's what they mainly want to focus on. The one thing I would love to see with Gran Turismo Sport, I would love to see them add a dynamic weather on all the tracks, and also include dynamic weather in virtual reality. I think in virtual reality, this is where this needs to be. And one more update I would like them to put, it's a multiplayer with PlayStation VR in virtual reality. I felt what better way to get people to jump into PlayStation VR than to have them be able to compete against other Gran Turismo players online across the world. So I would love to see that. That would be kind of cool if they do that. I know a lot of PlayStation VR fans that would love to see that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Like I said, the rain effects are great. Are they better than Forza 7 rain effects? Well, I don't know. They all look the same to me, honestly. The major difference that I noticed, and this is my opinion, is the control. I always felt that Gran Turismo has, to me personally, a more realistic and fluid controls than the Forza. Forza always felt too sensitive, and it feels a bit arcadish, too sensitive, you know what I mean? I like, personally, I like Gran Turismo controls because they're not too sensitive, and they're just much smoother when you are driving. That's just my opinion. That's what I think. You guys don't have to believe that. That's cool. Now, so to some of you, this might look so realistic. You'll probably think that I'm inside a car, but I'm not. That's just a camera effect. The way the camera lens picks it up, it makes it look kind of realistic, but it's not. Okay. But the game is pretty darn good looking. You know, the graphics in Gran Turismo Sport are pretty darn great. Okay. No one's going to tell you otherwise. But how much better are we going to see these graphics with Gran Turismo 7? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, I have heard some rumors regarding Gran Turismo 7, And some of those rumors, I don't know, how true they are. I heard a rumor that they're going to be implementing real-time ray tracing with Gran Turismo 7. And I think that's going to be a major, major deal breaker to see that. I also heard that there won't be any loading time due to the fact that we're going to be running solid-state drive SSD. So that's going to be another big bonus, obviously. Listen, guys, regardless on which console and which team, which brand you choose, these new generation consoles are going to be truly the next generation consoles, and we all should be glad, because we're finally going to experience the best of the best in terms of graphics. We're going to experience that new level of fidelity in terms of graphics, in terms of loading time, speed, everything. Everything's going to feel better, dude. Streaming, recording, sharing. You're just going to be glad that you have it. You're going to be just glad that you have this newest PlayStation 5 or this newest Scarlet. So this is good news for everybody. It's a win-win situation for all of us. So regardless of which console you go for, I think you're going to appreciate it one way or the other. That's what I think. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys pretty soon. Take care.